Are you still talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
Yes, yes, we're still talking about Jeffrey Epstein because people still have the right to know the truth. They want the files to be released. And you know what's really been bothering me about the Epstein files? It's not just the names Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Bill Gates. It's not even the grotesque allegation themselves. You know what it is? It's the timing. The timing. Why did all these explosive photos and videos surfaced right when AI and deepfake technologies became sophisticated enough to fake almost everything? Does this bother anybody else or is it just me? And now, unfortunately, we're in a position where people don't believe what they see, don't believe what's real. Are these images authentic? Are they manipulated? Are we watching truth or a psychological operation? 5, 10, 20, 30 years ago, a photo was just a photo. When the Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton scams broke, people believed what they saw. I remember when I was a little kid, I woke up in the morning and I saw my father reading a newspaper and I was very curious. I snatched the newspaper from him and I saw those scary pictures that came out of Iraq. And I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, of the soldiers. The whole world, my father, me, everybody, processed those images as reality. There wasn't that digital fog. And now, wait. Let's address the elephant in the room, a topic that everybody wants to avoid. Everybody in this world understand a basic, simple biological fact. Men are hardwired by nature to be attracted to youth and fertility in women. Men, yes, men love young women. It's not controversial, it's a fact. That's why the law draws a bright, non negotiable line. So if the boundary really exists, why crossing it? Why do you want to go further? Why do you want to go below the 18 years old? Aren't the 18-year-old attractive enough, you fucking sick pervert? So, here's what I've come to believe. When someone has unlimited money, unlimited access, unlimited power, and every single ordinary desire has been fulfilled and satisfied, normal stops being stimulating. It's not necessarily about attraction anymore. It's about escalation. It's about wanting what 99.999% of people cannot have. It's not because they need it, it's because it's forbidden. It's like a forbidden fruit. And the second realization to me about Epstein files is that power creates double standards. Of course, there are those universal laws that applies to everyone, like paying taxes and blah blah blah. In theory, of course. In practice, not really. And once you see that pattern, you start seeing it everywhere. When I was in a military high school, there was a guy named Azima. Azima was the same age, same uniform, same classes, same everything. My school probably wanted to save money or something, so they hired him to report other students who broke rules. Yet, Azima was the only guy allowed to smoke. He was the only one allowed to flirt with girls. Of course, we cannot flirt with girls, only him. He was the only one allowed to sleep, eat, slack off during classes. If you smoke, punishment. If he smokes, part of the job. Same rules on paper, different rules in reality. Then college, same pattern. Connected students drove with their cars onto the campus, even though it was prohibited. But for us, of course, we followed the rules. We took the bus, we parked on the street. In business, same thing. Best material, best deals, best connections, best events were given to the select few. And of course, naturally, they made more money. If you make a small mistake on your taxes, the IRS can dismantle your life. But when powerful people avoid taxes, what do they say? Oh, it's complex, it's structural, it's optimization, it's blah, blah, blah. If you think about it, that's not a removal of rules. The rules are still there. It's selective application. And that makes you think, does equality exist in practice? It exists in real life? Of course not. It exists in theory. Power exists in practice. That's why when you apply for a job, even if you are so qualified for the job, what do they ask you the first thing? What is your referral? Do you have a referral? They don't give you the same opportunity they give to someone who knows someone inside the company. That's why this whole Epstein case matters to me so much beyond the scandal. Because naively, I used to think people pursued wealth primarily to give, to build, to improve the world. Like I would, if I had serious money, I would build shelters for stray cats and dogs. I would feed people. And that's when I understood something fundamental that rules don't disappear, they just become selective. And the greater the power is, the more selective the enforcement. What happened in my school happened in my business, and what happened in business happened in society, and what happens in society happens even between nations. The same dynamic but different skills. It doesn't matter what country it is. It's just a human nature. So anyway, the real question for you, for me, for everyone watching is: will the United States, a country founded on the idea that nobody's above the law, actually demonstrate that principle. If the powerful elites are proven guilty, will they face consequences? Like, I'm genuinely curious. Or will this just quietly dissolve into legal complexity and memory fade? Like, I'm genuinely curious. I want to know. Will this restore our faith in humanity in the United States? The principle that we believed were true? Or will this just confirm what many of us suspect? And beyond that, are we willing to demand equal enforcement of rules, or are we just comfortable living in a society that rules in it exist only for the powerless? I don't know. Let's see. I genuinely, sincerely, from my heart, I believe or I hope that justice will be applied evenly. But let me know in the comments below what you think, and I'll see you next time.